Hello everyone, welcome to Business School 101. When we picture successful entrepreneurs, we often think of visionaries making quick decisions in uncertain environments, moving fast, testing ideas, and adjusting as they go. But how exactly do these entrepreneurs navigate such unpredictability? One answer lies in effectuation theory, a concept that explains how entrepreneurs think and act when the future is unclear. So what is effectuation theory? How is it different from more traditional, goal-driven models like causation theory? When is it most useful, and what are some real-world examples? In this video, I'll discuss these questions with you. Section 1, Definition. Effectuation theory describes a decision-making approach where entrepreneurs start with the resources they already have, who they are, what they know, and whom they know, and use those to build possible paths forward. Instead of setting a specific end goal from the start, they let the destination evolve as opportunities emerge. This idea was introduced by Indian-American business professor Saras Sarasvathy, who compared two approaches to entrepreneurship, causation and effectuation. While causation is about predicting and planning toward a known goal, effectuation focuses on adapting and co-creating in the face of uncertainty. It's especially useful in unpredictable, dynamic markets where traditional forecasting is difficult or impossible. Section 2, Key Characteristics. Entrepreneurs who use effectuation thinking tend to approach business differently. Here are 5 core principles that define this mindset. Number 1. Start with means, not goals. Effectual entrepreneurs don't begin their journey with a fixed long-term goal. Instead, they look at what they already have, who they are, what they know, and whom they know. They ask, given my current resources, what kinds of ventures can I start? This allows for multiple potential paths, rather than being locked into a rigid plan. For instance, instead of declaring, I'm going to create the next big fintech platform, an ex-finance professional with strong coding skills and friends in small business might explore tools for freelance bookkeeping, then pivot as opportunities unfold. Number 2. Embrace affordable loss. Rather than chasing the biggest possible return or building elaborate financial projections, effectual thinkers ask, what am I willing to risk? This mindset encourages small, manageable experiments, where the downside is limited but the learning is valuable. A new entrepreneur might invest only $500 to test a product idea with a pop-up booth, rather than spend $50,000 on a full retail store. This allows them to learn, adapt, and preserve capital for future iterations. Affordable loss thinking lowers the barrier to entry and increases willingness to act. Number 3. Leverage partnerships early. Instead of building in isolation, effectual entrepreneurs actively invite partners, such as customers, suppliers, collaborators, into the creation process from the beginning. These stakeholders contribute not just money or labor, but also ideas, distribution channels, or market access. This co-creation builds stronger buy-in and reduces risk, because the venture is shaped by the real needs and input of others. For example, a designer might partner with a local retailer to test a clothing line, rather than taking on all the risk alone. The result is a business built on shared insight and mutual commitment. Number 4. Accept and shape uncertainty. Where traditional entrepreneurs try to predict the future with data and forecasts, effectual thinkers know the future is unpredictable, and that's okay. They embrace uncertainty as a space for creativity. Instead of waiting for everything to be clear, they take action, gather real-world feedback, and make adjustments as they go. It's a bit like steering a boat in fog. You start moving slowly, using each observation to adjust your course. Effectual entrepreneurs don't react passively to change, they shape the future by staying flexible and responsive. Section 3, Effectuation versus Causation. To better understand effectuation, it's helpful to contrast it with causation. In causation, you start with a specific goal, like launching a premium skincare brand, and then build a business plan to reach it. You rely on forecasting, detailed research, and strategic execution. Effectuation works the opposite way. You don't necessarily know your end goal when you begin. Instead, you use what you already have, your skills, knowledge, and network, to take small steps and see what emerges. Your business might evolve from a blog into an online store or a podcast into a coaching business. Think of causation as using a map to reach a known destination. Effectuation is more like exploring with a compass. You move based on what's in front of you, adjusting as you go. Both are useful, but effectuation is especially powerful in fast-moving, uncertain environments where rigid plans may not survive first contact with reality. Section 4, Business Applications. Here are 5 ways the effectuation can be applied in real-world business scenarios. Number 1. Early stage startups. Many successful startups begin without a clear end goal. Founders test ideas based on what they know and learn from the process. Twitter, for example, evolved from a side project within a podcasting company. Number 2. Bootstrapping ventures. Entrepreneurs with limited capital use effectuation by starting with what they can afford to lose. A local bakery, for instance, might start by catering events or selling at farmers' markets to test demand. Number 3. Social enterprises. Nonprofits and mission-driven ventures often use effectuation by partnering with communities, adjusting goals as needs evolve. They focus less on profit forecasts and more on solving real problems with available resources. Number 4. Creative and tech projects. Industries like film, gaming, and software often require rapid prototyping and feedback loops. Slack, now a widely used business communication tool, was originally an internal tool built during the development of a failed game. The team pivoted based on what they already had and how users responded. Number 5. Crisis and pivot strategy. When external shocks disrupt business plans, like the COVID-19 pandemic, effectuation allows businesses to pivot quickly. For example, many restaurants shifted to delivery or grocery box models using their current kitchens and staff. Section 5, Summary. To sum up, effectuation theory offers a practical, flexible approach to entrepreneurship, especially in times of uncertainty. Instead of setting a rigid goal and plotting the path, effectual entrepreneurs start with what they have, take affordable risks, form early partnerships, and adapt as they go. That's all for today's topic. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to our channel for more insights on innovation, entrepreneurship, and strategy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.